Hi, my name is Beth Sherritt. I am a long time member of Resurrection. We started at this church in 1987, so we've seen it grow tremendously. Stewardship allows the church to grow, and one of the things that is so nice about stewardship is that we use our time, our talent, and our treasure in order to glorify God for everything He has given us. Now, we're all blessed with the same amount of time. How we use it is different. One of the things that I've always said is, I don't have time. As a teacher, it's hard to have time. So I use my time first thing in the morning to center myself by praying every day. And that, to me, has been one of the greatest treasures that God has given me, because it allows me to center myself every day, to be prepared. I am very proud to serve as the president of the Daughters of the King chapter that we have here at Resurrection. Our whole concept of Daughters of the King is prayer, service, and evangelism. Other most rewarding thing that I do behind the scenes is altar guild. Most people don't even recognize the fact that there's a lot of preparation that goes into getting ready for church services. For those of you who are women, you understand how much trouble or work it is to put together a dinner party. It's the same kind of thing. We get to celebrate a special dinner party for Christ every week. And it takes a lot of women working together to make that happen. My talent is to speak. I've always been a loudmouth, so I use that in the most positive way by being a lay reader. Not everyone has the gift of reading aloud and reading in public. Most people would rather die than speak in public. Neither one of us, my husband or I, came from a family that tithed, so that was something that we've learned and that we have built to. You don't have to start out right away with an immediate tithe unless you truly are comfortable doing so, as long as you're working toward the idea of glorifying God by giving back to Him the things that He's given to us. All the service that I'm involved in with Daughters of the King, Altar Guild, lay reading, those are all those gifts that I give back to God to glorify Him, because He's given me so many gifts. It is included in stewardship.
I am Stan Link. I'm relatively new to Resurrection, having only been here for a year. My wife and I settled down in Myrtle Beach about a year ago, and we were fortunate to find Resurrection. To me, stewardship is really important. About 4 or 5 years ago, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and that totally changed my life. It really made me more spiritual. I had many people coming to me to offer what assistance they could and help me through the decision-making process of what to do. And now I can say that I am cancer-free. This really made me more spiritually aligned to the church, which, while I was very active in church, I really never was spiritually active. At Resurrection, I found that the ability to express myself spiritually and get involved spiritually has been a real foundation for me to really try to see the world in a different light. I've been active and tried to be active in helping others now. It's one thing that I'm really emphatic about, that I really want to be able to go out and serve the world and help others. I've been trying to be as active as I can with Resurrection. Again, being a newcomer, it's hard to get involved at first, but through Father Ron and others, I found my niche. And I have many talents to offer, and I intend to offer those. To me, it's very important that we all support our church. There are so many bills, so many things out there that need to be paid. They're never going away. And the church has done so much for us, for myself in particular, that we need to support it as best we can. Whether you tithe or whether you don't tithe, the whole idea is to support your church so that they have the benefit of your treasures and can do their works in the world.
I'm Everett Baird. One is financial, that I support the church to my means. I'm retired, so I have a little bit of income. I've been tithing that for the last 4 or 5 years. I have done a lot of the work around the church, the little things that, sometimes big things that come up. The main problem in the kitchen was the drawers were overloaded with silverware.
Yes.
And so they were falling down and falling out, and I was able to get in and replace the roller guides with heavier duty ones, and as far as I've heard, there's been no problem since. I've become an expert on how to work with the flush mechanism in our toilets, which is, you have to have some new parts, but I can usually work with the old parts and get them so they'll function again, so I'm trying to save a little money for the church. The last directory, I took all the pictures for that. That's the way I feel about my stewardship. It's twofold. It's physical work donated to the church and the financial also.
Hi, my name is Ann Steele. I have been a member of the Resurrection Church family for 37 years and have loved every year of it. I am currently serving on the vestry and as the treasurer. The Lord has blessed me greatly by giving me the gift of administration, and I am so honored to be able to use that gift to give back to Him by serving as your treasurer and on your vestry. I was told that one of the requirements to be on vestry was you needed to be tithing or working toward the tithe. Well, at that time my husband and I had adult children, but they still were just getting out of college. We didn't have a lot of money. I was really in a quandary. How were we going to tithe? But I decided to give it a try anyway. And what I found is that the more you give to the Lord, the more blessings He gives back to you. Not only was I able to make my tithe every year and have since then, but I've been able also to give some extra along and to pay all my bills and live a good life. And to me, that's truly a blessing from the Lord. The main thing I have learned from all of this is you can't outgive God. No matter how much you give, He gives back to you in blessings many times over.
My name is Jennifer Sparks, and I have been going to the Resurrection for 18 years now. I have 3 children, 12, 9, and 4, and I've always been a working mom, and since the day I had my first son, I have prayed hard to have more time with them. It's very hard to work all the time and to balance that with having kids too. I've really been lucky lately. I have, after 12 long years of praying for it, had an opportunity to stay home for with the kids for a while. Certainly I feel so lucky at times that I feel it's important to give back, and I've always been proud of the fact that I've been able to tithe and to give my share of money back to the church as well too. In addition, the time that I can give here and there, I've always enjoyed as well, and look for opportunities of things that I can do for the church and for Resurrection and all the great people that come here.
I'm Johnny Hoffman. Didn't really have a church that I planned to go to, and I walked in this church, and good stewards came forward and welcomed me with open arms, and I found that in the past couple of years that my relationship with Jesus Christ has changed to the point where I understand stewardship a little better than I have previously in my life. In this church, there's so many ways to help that it's unbelievable, with the community kitchen that I've been blessed to be able to do, and the prayer team that I've been blessed to be on. I think it has really enormously blessed my life. I've always noticed that if I am a good steward of what the Lord has given me, it all belongs to God. And if I'm a good steward of what He's given me, I continue to be blessed for that. And